Hello and welcome back to another video here with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. This time I want to take a look, as I usually do, at upcoming mounts, specifically China exclusive mounts, but are usually limited time exclusives rather than hold any outright exclusivity. There has been recent confirmation from sources that the data for both of these mounts I'm going to show you is present in our own game files, but just isn't available to Western clients to access. So if that's anything to go by, especially with previous mounts such as the red hair, we could expect these fairly soon this year. The first one is currently out on the China Prop Mall, as it's called in the Chinese version, their version of the Mog Station, and this is the Sage Beast, which, as you could probably work out, appears to be a reskin of the Behemoth mount. The translation is pretty rough with Google Translate, but there's something here about it travelling to the east, and heroes who gathered together couldn't completely eliminate these, and something about exploding bamboo. Yeah, I've got really no idea, but I'm sure it's quite wholesome, and we'll read it in the future. This mount has a few screenshots, as you can see, and it's quite striking with its red mane and its horn on its head and several details along its legs. It kind of reminds me of one of those Chinese New Year floats that you might see, sort of like the big dragon head. Either way, this is sure to come to our Mog Station later this year, and it's interesting. Next we have another Chinese exclusive, and this one is definitely going to be a timed exclusive due to its quality, and this is the Fat Cat mount. People may have already seen this, it's made its rounds on various Twitter posts and obviously Reddit, but this footage in particular was shown during the latest Chinese live letter and now has its own video on Final Fantasy XIV's official Bilibili page, which is sort of like Chinese YouTube, which I can provide a link to in the description for you. The Fat Cat mount then is, as you might imagine, a Fat Cat model, and when I first saw this it blew my mind. It's such an adorable mount idea, and if they ever wanted to get people to throw their money at the Mog Station, this is the way you do it. The quality of this video footage is quite low here, and I apologise, but you have to make an account to actually see it in HD on this weird website, which requires all manner of like social security information and the likes, so yeah, that's not a thing, but we can get the general idea from it. What this is going to look like with a massive Rogadin sat on it is anyone's guess, but I'd imagine we'll find out pretty soon. This is going to be available on the Chinese Mog Station shortly, and it's not currently up there, and then you could probably expect a few weeks or even a couple of months before we get news about this in our Western versions. So there you go, two new mounts that vary in quality, I'd say, but both are pretty likely to make it into our versions this year. As for the price, well, they're single seat mounts, so I would guess the same value as the others we already have, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Fat Cat mount gets a larger price tag because they can sell cuteness. Either way, let me know what you think about these two new exclusives below, and I'll see you all next time.